You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
Well, you travel.
Yeah, you can tell us more than we can. You just getting back home.
Yeah.
We were driving, but you were flying. I think you could tell us more about what happened at the airport.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. So when did the TSA start getting their reimbursement or their paychecks? Like Friday?
About a week ago.
I think last week. One day last week.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I flew out of Dallas to Los Angeles on Wednesday morning, early flight. You know, literally when I was dropped off at the gate, between the time I walked through the doors, 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Literally no issue, no line, no nothing. And I got there probably about maybe 5:30 a.m. Love to fly early morning. So definitely the time to go of the day. I mean, I had like no problem. So it was almost seamless. It's like literally you get out, you pull out your boarding pass, show your TSA pre-check, walk through the line. Okay. Probably was like the second person in the line and just went right through. And, quite a few people there. So definitely didn't see any like long lines or things like that, which was crazy because I kept thinking I got there a little bit early. I was there like an hour before my flight, which I really didn't need to be, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
We're
hearing these things about the long lines they was having on. Do y'all actually really think this stuff is true?
I don't believe
it's true. I think people exaggerate. And they may be showing old videos on TV stuff just to get people looking and wondering and get their reviews up and get people to stations. Because we were in the airport just the weekend before that, not flying anywhere, but just buying tickets. And it wasn't even really crowded with people in there.
Wow. Exactly. And that's why, and I mean, even out of LA, I had a 6 a.m. flight today, and I was still a little weary thinking, okay, I want to get there early just to make sure. So I probably got there about 4:30 a.m., 4:30, 5 o'clock. I was there at 5 a.m. I literally, aside from construction, and I think if nothing else, you need to prepare for construction because I had to walk so far because LAX is doing construction in their terminals. And all these modernization, which they're awesome. And I got to tell y'all something new that I saw. So American now, you know how you would go in the flight, I guess the gate agent would check your QR code and scan. They have them now where you go through those glass doors. Remember, like when we were in London, they were like, that's how they are in LA now.
Okay,
so
nice.
This particular one is like, you go into a little area, you stand on the circle until the person in front of you completes, and you scan your QR code. These glass doors open, you walk through, and then they go to the next person.
So you can't even get to that gate area unless you've been scanned.
Yeah, but yes, you can't. But you can't get through the gate to go down the what do you call it? The gate bridge until you scan. So it's almost like a glass door to get to the gate bridge, as opposed to I wasn't in like that glass casing that we were in London, but it was like the doors to open that leads you to the gate bridge, was what you needed to scan. And they had like 4 or 5 lines. So you can literally, they were only manning about 2 or 3 of the lines, but that was part of the new part of LAX.
That's nice.
American was saying, this is because they kept announcing this is something new. So what they do have more time to do now is, one, make sure that you only have 2 bags, because if people, you thinking, oh, okay, no one is really looking, but now you get through the door and someone will pull you right to the side if you haven't consolidated into 2 bags. And another interesting thing that I saw this morning, they wouldn't even let you up to get to the TSA pre-check or through unless your bags were consolidated. Remember, you can go through, you can actually go through the actual scanners with 4 or 5 bags, coats, jackets, purses, or whatever. They made you consolidate before you even showed them your ID.
TSA is doing that.
TSA was doing that. So
since you're getting all the way back there and had been a mess now. Before you get back there.
And I don't know if it was an American thing, because when you walk through the door, this is LAX, when you walk through the glass doors, you come inside, you're getting ready to go to the security part, and they would not even, they were like, too bad, you need to consolidate. And I was like, I had 2 jackets, I had my purse, and I had my carry-on bag and my other bag, my personal item, and they were like, oh, you got to consolidate. And I was like, really? I said, so now I had to get it together before I even got to show them that I was,
what, that could be a hassle, because sometimes that's where it's busy at, trying to get through security, trying to get through those scanners. People are just slow. They trying to put their stuff. They got their kids. They trying to make sure they keep up with their family, and stuff like that. That's probably gonna slow people up. Trying to consolidate right there.
Yeah, and especially, I was there at 4:30 in the morning, but I was like, literally in LAX, you got to get on the escalator. So they wouldn't even let me get on the escalator. They made me move to the side, consolidate my stuff. Then she looked at she had already seen that I was pre-checked. And she said, okay, now you can go. But she would not even let me up the escalator to go through the security. And I was like, okay, this is going to be that looked like a bottleneck if, wasn't a bunch of people, and people had strollers, and they were really, really diligent about, parents come with the backpack, the roller bag, the stroller, the kids, and, the kids, they were pulling off, you got to pull it over to the side. I'm like, really? They didn't even give the parents a chance to get through the gate so they can, consolidate all their stuff. So, I could see that being an issue. But, I didn't see any ice. I didn't see any, anything crazy. But it was, something great to see that they are doing some innovations that, the flight, I guess the gate agents are not going to be doing this, scanning, like taking your actual boarding pass and scanning. You can do it yourself, but it's the part of getting on the gate bridge. So it's now some limits to get to that gate bridge. If you I think we saw an article where these ladies didn't want to pay for their bags. They would have never gotten through. That portion, because they couldn't have even got to the gate bridge unless that glass door opened. Yeah. So there you go.
Because people be trying to sneak up in there with them bags.
Yes. And you sneak through the back, you can get to that glass.
That's a way to prevent all of that, because they've already checked you out. You've already got your bags paid for. That's already taken care of before you even get to that point.
Yeah. I saw an April Fool's joke where they said TSA is now going to require every bag to be clear.
That would be crazy.
Even your carry-on luggage, and it was like, it looked real. I was like, I know good and darn well this is not. It was an article written, and I said, this is crazy. This is an April Fool's joke. And then they showed a picture of a carry-on luggage, and the whole thing was a clear bag.
No way.
If anybody see that, that is not real.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't bring your dildos through. There's girl. This
Who's carrying? Okay, who is carrying that on the plane? Come on,
girl. Like, you know they be carrying them. They be carrying all kind of stuff.
Girl, yes, they do carry that.
Strap-ons, all those studs. We probably having they strap-ons all in the carry-on bag.
They do, Jeanette. Why wouldn't you think that they don't bring it? What if a lady is going on a solo trip? You don't think she's gonna bring it? Probably gonna bring it.
She's gonna bring it. She's going to bring it for sure. And that's okay. So I gotta tell you another April Fool's joke. So talking about going to all of our little stomping grounds. I go online and I see that the winery me and Jeanette went to when we were in LA is called San Antonio Winery. So this is what drew me there. They were saying today only free wine. So I get this free wine. But I wasn't thinking because I flew in on April Fool's Day, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh! But guess what kind of wine? It was pickled flavored wine.
Wow!
So I was laughing, thinking free pickled wine. I'm intrigued. So they had this bottle, but it probably was a green apple bottle, and they was like, come get your wine, free happy hour wine from 1 to 3. Get your pickled wine. So I go and I'm telling my daughter, I'm like, we got to go to happy hour like right now. So we roll over to happy hour. But by the time I got there, there was no sign, no anything. It was still happy hour or whatever. But I walked to the counter and I said, hey, I wanted to get a taste of that pickled flavored wine. And he looks at me like, what in the world are you talking about? I said, yeah, you guys are giving away pickled wine today as part of, a new wine that's out. Everyone was just dying laughing. They was looking at me. They said, ma'am, we don't have any pickled flavored wine.
Lord.
And they said, that just sounds disgusting. I was like, I thought it was intriguing, but when I got there, they just
see that at though.
It was on their Instagram page. So their Instagram page said pickled.
They got you for April
They
Fools.
got me. They did get me. So I was
okay.
I was
It looked like you had a good time, man. Because I saw, I knew where you were at. I was like, oh, she's there.
Yeah. So they got some cool stuff. So they have like happy hour Monday through Thursday from 1 to 3, and everything's like $5, $4, $5. So it was pretty good deal. So you can do it. You can do food, charcuterie, wine, and it was like $5, and you just pay the $5 and you just drink. And of course, you could do the flights. It's just a really nice place because they want you to try their stuff. I guess they have so many people coming in, so they give you a lot of just freebies, I'll say. But yeah, so just wanted to say that April Fools. Yeah, I don't tend to get food very often.
You just wanted to go back. I don't care what was going on. You was going over there anyway.
When I tell you, I was like, I just had to get back over there, but they didn't have them deals like we saw.
Okay, when we go again, we got to take you over there.
Yes, you would love it. I mean, it is the cutest place. Definitely gonna post some more pictures. I didn't really get a chance to. So what I heard, Yvette was over at the New Edition, and tell me about that because everybody in Houston have been talking about the concert.
We was at New Edition, Belle Biv DeVoe and Tony Braxton concert, and it was so good. It was so
was Boyz II Men there? So that was the Boyz II Men?
It was Belle Biv DeVoe. Wait a minute.
Oh, Belle Biv DeVoe. It wasn't Boyz II Men. Oh, okay, because I know they do one with Boyz II Men also.
Yeah, and Tony Braxton. And Tony Braxton performed, and we was just watching her all night. They didn't, concerts are not like they used to. They go in and out. Like New Edition come, then Belle Biv DeVoe come, and then Tony Braxton come, and then Belle Biv DeVoe come back, and then now she performing all night, and then at the end of the night she says, "My arm is broken," and we looking like it don't look like it's broken.
She's a professional. She
said she. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was an article where she was performing in Minnesota, and she couldn't perform because she was sick or something.
I remember. I remember she let us saying
she must have broke her arm. Then she said she fell.
Oh, okay.
And broke her arm. But whatever costumes they put on her outfits or whatever, they had that arm wrapped up, and you couldn't even tell that her arm. They had it wrapped with whatever. If she had on gold, it was gold. If she had on red, it was red.
Wow.
And you couldn't even tell. You just thought she had on some one-sided outfit, or something or whatever.
Wow.
But yeah, it was good. Bobby was there. Bobby
TD Jakes looking like TD Jakes.
Yeah, Bobby cannot dance.
Okay.
So whenever Bobby was up there singing, they just showed the videos of Bobby cutting up in, back in the day.
His old moves. I mean, he used to dance.
Yeah. Bobby, so you think about it. This is 50 plus now. All of them are 50 plus now, and they still out there doing their thing.
But all of them moving around dancing. Johnny Hill with the glistening chest all out.
Wow.
But Ronnie DeVoe looked like he's aging backwards. Ronnie
DeVoe is pulling at the moves. He really is.
But Ronnie DeVoe looked like he's 20-something years old.
He is doing the moves.
Ralph. Oh my God, they all look really good.
They look good.
Yeah. They all looked really good.
I heard that was a really great concert.
Yes, everybody's talking about it online, and I'm looking at everybody. Look like everybody I know went there. Was it on a Saturday night?
It was Saturday night.
It was Saturday night. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a good one. So hey, tell me about how was your weekend, Jay? What did you do?
Oh, I actually came back home. It was raining here in Dallas. So
okay.
Yes, it was a rainy restful weekend. So I enjoyed that. After being I went down to Arkansas and Louisiana. So I was just glad to be back home. Just a restful weekend.
So you didn't do anything over the weekend because it was raining?
No, I was here resting, which was
okay, but it's good. That's good. How about you, Vet?
Well, I was in Houston, of course, at the concert. I was in Houston for Good Friday because we have to have our crawfish on Good Friday. So yeah, I was at crawfish boil at my ex-husband's house.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
You said you might do that, so that's good.
It was a party. Oh my God, I was there with Nika. Y'all remember Nika?
Oh, that's who that was. I kept on looking at that pic. I was like, I know who that was. I kept thinking
Girl.
Crystal or something, but that was Nika.
A time was had.
All right.
A time was had. Oh my God, we partied until about 3:30 that morning.
Wow.
And then I drove all the way from Sugar Land to Clear Lake because I stayed in that Hilton on the water in Clear Lake.
Wow.
And oh my God, I was so tired the next day.
You went to Kima?
Went to Kima,
okay.
A yacht ride. We did all kind of stuff. We went to Space Center, Houston.
Okay.
Girl, look, I ain't did that since high school, I think.
I know. I'm like, it's just right here. I say, I haven't been over there so long. Let's go over there and see.
But that's a good time to go because Artemis 2 actually had just lifted off last week. So I know they were doing all of the behind the scenes and the whole navigation system and everything is out there at NASA. So you were right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of people out there walking around, looking at this, looking at all the stuff or whatever. It was quite a few people, to say that it was Easter weekend. They wasn't, I guess they was, people traveling. They, they go and do things. Yes.
Exactly. I think that's what people do. I think, it used to be, people would stay home and, go to their home church or go into, but I think I saw a lot of people that were traveling, but it was also spring break that's usually a good spring break time. So I knew a lot of folks were out doing a lot of different things, but that was great. That was great that you had a good time and, had fun and were able to, do some old school nostalgic things and
the next day we took a yacht ride, went around, the Gulf,
Gulf of America.
Looked at some big mansions and, it was nice. Had a DJ on there, had partied a little bit.
Oh, so y'all had y'all an R&B, like a jams vote. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So that was nice and fun. And then it kind of started turning cold. Started turning cold Sunday.
Yes. This weather has been crazy.
It's been absolutely crazy. It sure did, and it got cool. Well, see, first it got that, and so that's what happened here this weekend. It got cool on Saturday, and then
because when I got back here night, it was cold. Yes. I'm like, oh my God, I had to put on a coat.
Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it was cold.
Wow, that sounded like in LA, because I was like, the days were like brutally hot, but then right around 6:30, it's like the wind whooped in and it's like dropped to like 50. I'm like, what? It goes from, it's just hot and then it gets cold. And I'm like, I don't even know how you just stay well. You just have to be ready for everything. Don't go without a jacket. Have your jacket, have your short sleeves, have your shorts. But
I say take your supplements, echinacea.
Yeah, but I definitely be prepared. Be prepared, because I think if it's cold outside, as long as my ears are covered and my neck, I can make it. My arms, I can figure it out, but my throat and my ears have to be covered when we go through all of these changes in weather.
Yep.
But yeah, that sounds like we had some great weekends. We got a lot more we gonna tell, right? We got April is gonna be crazy. We're gonna have some fun.
The trips are coming up, so stay tuned.
Yes, definitely.
Can't wait to share.
Well, I'm Jeanette,
and I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Please like, subscribe, and save.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Welcome to Old National Bank.
I understand you're all about protection.
Well, we protect you in all kinds of ways, with advanced fraud monitoring and secure digital banking to protect you today, and with dedicated personal bankers to protect your tomorrow.
I'm impressed. Protection for today and tomorrow.
Could I just...
Oh, go for it. Old National Bank. Just another reason to get old.
Where'd you get this?
It came with my couch.
When she walked in on her first day at Doherty Family College at the University of St. Thomas, she didn't know a soul.
I'm Zion, and I'm a second year at DFC.
A year later, and so many changes for Zion.
I love my friends here. I couldn't do anything without them. We support each other all the time.
At Doherty Family College, Zion also finds support on the academic side. Like all DFC students, Zion can count on a team committed to her success. Doherty Family College is Minnesota's affordable private college option. DFC students earn their associate's degree and then can transition to a 4-year college or university for their bachelor's. Many are students of color or first in their family to go to college.
It's nice to see people that look like you pursuing an education, wanting to succeed academically.
Zion encourages any high school student looking for a college home to do what she did and apply to Doherty Family College.
All the support you could need is here.
Ready to make your move and experience Doherty Family College for yourself? Then schedule your visit to the Minneapolis campus at dfc.stthomas.edu/visit.